Hey folks, it's Alicia. Welcome back to my channel, and I'm on here with a few important things. The first one is a little rock surprise for Miss Katie, Sabrina Kay's daughter, who has been her co-host for the last little while, and I'm loving it. And Miss Katie is going into what we older folks used to call junior high. It's now called middle school. We used to call it junior high, I think, mostly because it was like a miniature version of high school. And usually when we were growing up, it was grades 7 to 9 or 6 to 8. And that's usually when girls got hormonal and there were all these changes and some girls turned kind of mean and there was jealousy and, oh, you know, all that sort of mean girl stuff started. So I know Katie wants to be cool, and that's important to her because Miss Sabrina told us so. And so that's why I made her that stuff for her locker. But I also went and hauled her some cool shirts from here because I think going into school with clothes that you feel good in and you feel confident in, and maybe that no one else has because they were bought in Tel Aviv, well, that can help a little too. So this one says, girls do not dress for boys, and beautiful is crossed out. I love this shirt. It's so female empowering. So female empowering. So I got her this one. I'm only going to show you two of them. Miss Sabrina, please do not tell Katie this is coming. I might not go and mail it till after the weekend because I'm a little post officed out. And usually my packages come into the smaller store outlets, so I won't necessarily have to go to the post office again. So I might take a little post office break for reasons you can understand. This one says Ice Baby. It's so cute, and the cotton's really nice on this one. So this is her Ice Baby shirt. And I got her another couple of things. You know, Miss Katie loves unicorns, as most of you know. Did you see those cute little embellishments that Dina made for her? Super cute. I hauled her some unicorn things. I did forget to include her pin the second last time I sent her something. So I've made up for it this round. There's quite a few unicorn things. So yeah, I'm just sending this off to Miss Katie as a little surprise rack. I love that she's been crafting. I love that she's been co-hosting with Sabrina. And I love having her on board. So it's kind of my way. I've written that in my note to her. So I'm going to package that up and send it to her at some point in the next week because I'm avoiding the post office for a few days. Post office burnout, folks. That's for sure. Now our next thing is we have a record ephemera challenge entries to share with you. We have right now CraftyMichelle's, Tree Craft-On's, and we have Rosita Brown's amazing wand. I want to tell you something. This is Rosita's first ever wand, folks, and it's a stunner. You won't believe this is Rosita's first wand. It is super well done. I will say this again to you, Miss Rosita. You are a great crafter, and you're just beginning, and you wow me with your projects, and they keep getting better and better and better. You remind me of Cathy, Katzelcreate. Like, with every week, you seem to get stronger and stronger and stronger. I expect amazing things from you 6 months from now. But this wand, folks, is fantastic. That's all I'm going to tell you. So I'm putting their links down below. Joanne tried to upload her video today and some kind of glitch happened and somehow it cut off before the record showed. So I'm also waiting on Miss Margaret's piece, but she told me she's almost done. So as soon as those two other videos are posted this week, I will share those links with you. But I wanted to get started right away because we're picking a winner at the end of this week. I want you to take a look at Tree's entry. Magical. It actually gave me like record envy. I was like, ooh, that was so good. And Rosita's stellar wand. And wait till you see CraftyMichelle, what she did. It's CraftyMichelle makes beautiful projects, but this was cool and beautiful. So this totally proved my point. You know, we all can have the same piece of ephemera, and it doesn't look at all like we use the same thing. And that was my point about telling people freely where you get things. Don't be scared they're going to make the same thing. First of all, I will tell you this. Mimicry is a huge form of flattery. It means you did something great that someone else is trying to emulate. But putting all that aside, let's say you can't go there emotionally. The truth is, none of us are going to make the same thing using the same products. We could all use the same stamp and it would come out different. We could all use the same rosette and it would come out differently. And as you're going to see, we could all use the same record and it sure doesn't look like the same piece at all. So I will share tonight Rosita, CraftyMichelle, and Tree Craft-On's projects. And so that you can take a look at them. And then I will soon share with you Margaret Clevenger and Joanne, the Happy Mail Stampers project, plus my own. And then at the end of the week, I'm going to do a draw, and I'm going to ask you to help me with one selection as well. We also have an update to our no longer so surprising birthday challenge, mini challenge that I did this week. So initially, folks, I wanted to celebrate Miss Cathy, Katzelcreate, who is a friend of mine, who left today for her big road trip. And, you know, crossing her fingers every day that she's traveling because it's an epic road trip across the country. So I wanted to surprise her. I wanted to do something nice for her birthday. Her birthday's in the first week of August. And I thought it'd be nice to do a challenge where if you do a simple VR, you get 1 entry. And if you do a uber creative VR, you know, you dress up, you wear glasses, you make a sign, you show some of Kathy's projects, you sing, I don't know, then you get 2 entries. Well, I'm adding something on, folks. It is also Leticia and Jellybean's birthday at the exact same time. Literally, they're like a day apart each. I'm not kidding. They're all in the first week of August. Leticia calls it her Leo Club. Now, you see, folks, I have never done a Memdex challenge. So the Memdexes I have are because people just generously sent me one on their own. So I don't have people's birthdays. So I didn't know it was an epic birthday week. Otherwise, I would have done something for it. So I'm actually altering this challenge so that we can celebrate Leticia, Jellybean, and Cathy. They've all been super supportive, not just of me, but of so many people on here. And Miss Jellybean gives us a lot of tutorials despite chronic back issues, right? She goes to all that trouble to show us how to make really, really, really amazing projects. And Miss Leticia is one of the best cheerleaders we've got and has been from day one on this channel. So I want to honor all 3 of these ladies. So here's what I'm going to do. If you make a simple VR for one of those 3 ladies, you get 1 entry. If you make a VR for all 3 of these ladies, whether it be simple or it be super creative, then you're going to get, are you ready? 5 extra points for doing all 3. And if you make a creative video, right, or you do 1 per person, you're going to get 1 extra entry for each creative video. So for instance, if you did all 3, right, you did Leticia, Jellybean, and Cathy, and all 3 were creative, then you're going to get 3 extra points on top of the 5 that you got just for doing all 3. So that's 8 points, folks. 8 entries into the draw. That's a lot of chances to win. 8. I had to count my fingers. 8. That's a lot of chances to win, which is fantastic. So you have until midnight your time, August the 3rd, because on August the 4th, I'm going to do a draw. And I was going to show you some of the prize pack because I hauled it already. I did. I told you I went and looked to make sure that the stores had what I wanted. And then I went and hauled it because I was scared they'd sell out of certain things. But I didn't want to ruin it completely. I will tell you that there are some fantastic fabric butterflies. I will tell you that there's amazing detailed wooden butterflies. I will tell you that there's gemmies. There are these little ornate, they're not quite gemmies and they're not quite pearls. You'll have to see them to understand. There's some super bling that they didn't ever had before. There are some interesting little charms. It's a whole prize pack of stuff. Interesting stuff that I have managed to locate here that I think you'll really love. All of you will love it, and everyone can use it. So, because it doesn't involve a die, for those of you that don't have a die cutter, and it's wonderful stuff that I see everybody using all the time in their crafting. Only this stuff is unique because it's from here. So that's going to be in the prize pack. So I'll just go through that again. You can either make 1 video for either Leticia, Miss Jellybean, or Cathy, Katzelcreate, or you can do a video for all 3 and earn 5 extra points. And if you make an uber creative video, singing, glasses, costumes, signs, projects, you do something that's really interesting, doesn't have to even be that ornate, just has to be interesting and creative, then you're going to get 1 extra point for each creative video you make. So you have a chance of getting 8 entries into the draw, which is a whole lot of entries. And I'm going to be keeping a chart that I'll show you before I do the draw, because I think it's best to have 300 eyes on something than just mine. That way, if I've made any mistakes, you can call it out before I do the draw. But I don't think I will, because I like to check things twice before I do it. But yeah, that's it. So I wanted to do that update. So Leticia, Jellybean, and Miss Cathy, and you have until midnight on the 3rd of August to get these VRs up. I'm hoping some of you will take on this creative challenge, because I think that'll make these a whole lot of fun, not just for us, but for Jellybean, Leticia, and Cathy. Thanks so much for supporting this challenge. It's a little mini challenge, and I wish I could do another from here, but guys, I can't do any more hauling because we're going home soon. Anything I've left over, I got to bring back in a suitcase. And you know the husband's like, don't be overloading those suitcases. And already I'm bringing back a lot. Yes, I am. I hauled a lot of little gifts I have to bring home. I've got projects I got to bring home. Oh boy. Wait till he sees what I'm packing. Anyway, folks, that is it for now. Sorry about all the moving on my screen just now. It's just my computer's doing some funky things. I think its memory is wearing out in the motherboard. I don't know. It's sending me all these strange alerts. Very scary. And really, that's it. I'm sorry about the number of videos I had lots to cover, you know. It's been one of those days where I wanted to answer your questions, and then I got that epic rack from Miss Lisa. Isn't that amazing? Oh, wow. I cannot believe I own Carousel, folks. Thanks to all of you, I own Carousel. How amazing is that? It's really amazing. It's amazing. And the record challenge, we're doing it this week. Don't forget, folks, this is also the week that we're going to be drawing our flat mail winner. And I know several people still have their entries out. I'm hoping that they all get in the next few days, and I'm pretty sure they will. If there are some of you who are really worried, and some of you have already told me you're worried, I may extend it by a couple of days just to give your mail a chance to get in. Because I want to make sure that we're honoring that for everybody. Sometimes the mail is funky. We know that. And I want to make sure I get everyone's entries. All right, folks, that's really it for now. I still have some more comments to do. And yeah, I want to do a little more making before I go to sleep tonight. Thank you so much for everything. And as always, I'm grateful to each and every one of you. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.